Man. Hello. I should be live once everything loads in. There we go. Pop out the chat. It is no longer soon. Hardcore parkour. Hoi hoi. Hello. Hello, Mikazuki, Zek, Scarf, Les, Knight. Antika from earlier, Christmas. Hello, Speedy. Time for the next two stages, yep. Okay, that should be most things. Just gonna wait for the usual stuff for Discord and stuff to go up, and then once it does, it does. Anything I can do while I wait? Ah, yes. I have two. Has the 100 of Rundum been sent to mail already? Yes, the 100? The 1,000. Yes, it has. I just got it earlier. Which I'm going to use immediately because I can't hold anything. So let me have a look. Let's see what we can get. Any streamer luck, maybe? No. Not for that one. Hello.
僕の集めた鉱物が入った標本ケースで天星石に緑晶石こっちが電気石でこれが玉髄
Okay, not too bad. Let's see what the other one is. Come on. Ah. It is not to be.
Call me whenever you
I didn't get any repeats either. Okay, looks like we're live on Discord now. Well, not live, as in the thing has been sent. Any 6 stars up to this point? I got Mountain. He came to me at the very beginning with the, I think it was the free temple. Alright, let's have a look at this. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this. Is that a pit of death down there? That looks like a pit of death. Those two little square tiles. It's not? Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, range base then. I want to kill them before they reach the up. No uppies for them. Actually, then again, which way does it tilt? Which way was up and which way was down? Down means that it's difficult for them to move up the stage, I'm assuming, and up would make it easier, or is up making it go up, which makes it harder? I'll figure out when I'm going in. The first one, so it being down by default will make it difficult for them to move up, so basically I want no one to step on the up switch. Or just leave Myrtle. Yeah, I was thinking of having Myrtle or Sayleech on the bottom button anyway. I just wasn't sure if people moving them... If people sit on the thing up there, if it will turn that one off. I can't quite remember. But yeah, so I think I'll prioritize that, and I'll just have Gavial up here, because she can tank most things. And I don't think I'm going to bother with Ifrit. I do have a lane. I do technically have a lane. I technically have 2 lanes. 2 lanes would actually be... That lane there is actually better. I might keep her then. So I kind of want to prioritize range a little bit more. So I've got 2, technically 3. I don't think I'll use Mizuki for this one, so I will swap out for Poison. A little bit of bloop.
Great. I'm good at supporting assaults.
And I can always use Lapland as a extra bit of range somewhere here, if need be. Yeah, it's probably going to be a cutscene first, though. Yeah. It's not getting through. Who are you calling, Saria? Tin Man. The metal guy. Did something happen? I'm afraid so. Maylander would not have joined our pursuers otherwise. The army has an agreement with... the army have his... Literally first stage, Karma. The army has an agreement with Maylander. Why are they targeting us? What happened to the Tin Man? I had to look around the way you taught me, Saria. All the soldiers are gone, and so are the agents who were on us. There we go. The pursuers would not have disappeared if she was just staying as a rear guard. Unless she offered something that satisfied them. And gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. The silver liquid. I saw it around her. Transmitter. She was in contact with Dorothy at Site 359 and undoubtedly got the transmitter from her. Does Dorothy expect her to do something? Dorothy is still in military custody. She couldn't possibly be trying to reach out to the military and Ferdinand through her. Could it be Parvis or Saria? Don't worry for it. She'll be fine. I'm trying to tell you not to squeeze the communicator so hard. You're crushing it. I love those sorts of scenes where one character is like, don't worry, everything is fine, and then the other character is like, oh, no, you're the one that needs to calm down at the moment. Thanks. I'm not worried. Silence isn't so reckless. She stayed after she talked to you. I'm sure she thought it through. She doesn't know what she's up against. The machinations of the state are far crueler than she can imagine. You think she doesn't know that? I'm sure she thought about it. Silence works hard. She's always working when I see her. The others say it's like she's being chased by something you can't see or touch. Maybe this will all be cleared up by the time we see her again. Then I'll tell her. Yeah, I'm upset you left me behind, but I knew you could do it. Saria notices that Ifrit's hands are trembling. She wants to say something to comfort her, but words fail her. She realizes that, even though Ifrit's words were, in part, intended to comfort, she does not know that she does not know the silence that Ifrit speaks of. Silence is ready. Silence knows what she is about to face. She has never thought about it that way. Over there, Saria. The army is pulling out, but not in direction of the military garrisons. Is the transmitter really the clue to Kristen's whereabouts. Let's follow them. Silence wouldn't want you to put yourself in danger again. She promised we would go together. She said, Saria will return here the moment she wakes up. That's the sort of woman she is. Oof. It's not the rational way. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? We're not here to take risks, not to waste Silence's courage. We're just waiting for her at the end. Ifrit. She realizes that Ifrit is much taller than she was a few years ago. That is how growth works. When she was rescued from the laboratory. In the face of impending danger, there is no impatience or recklessness in her eyes, only courage and wisdom. Let's go. Alright. By the way, Saria, I saw a falling star when I got to Tremont. A star? You mean the object that fell on Triton Factory in District 13? It was a star. And Silence told me a story where all our differences disappear when stars fall. You and Silence are gonna make up, right? Yes, we will. Great! Will they? Saria turns back to look at the familiar streets of Tremont. The path she is about to tread suddenly feels unfamiliar. She has overcome many challenges. What lies before her is far from a crisis. But for the first time, she feels out of control. Holy hell, it's freezing. Oh, I'm freezing. Yeah, same thing. Look out, there's a car. Oh, that was a close shave. I can't even think clearly in this cold. I tell you, sir, this weather, it's all that tech company's doing. Okay. They're putting chemicals in the water that turn the frickin' frogs gay. Sorry, had to. That's literally the first thing I saw. They use drones to spray chemicals that make our lungs freeze with every breath. God, this really is America. They want to kidnap us, put our brains in jars and turn us into nutrients for their artificial sun. Yep, this is basically the America. Look up there in the sky. What? Those stars ain't stars. They're cameras that the monster sent up there to watch our every move. They even kidnapped our president and put his skin on and locked all of Columbia up under their control. I love that I can, like, point out 2 or 3 different real-world conspiracy theories in this one sentence. Here's a few bills. Find a warm place to spend the night. I don't need money, sir. I'm just waiting for dawn to break. Between the two of us, I'm organising a protest against the Vice President and these tech companies. The people must wake up, he says to the former director of a tech company. Take this too. All my money. You can have it. Wait, sir. Mans was so batshit crazy, the guy got to Seattle, like, I just take all the money. I knew I'd find you here. Good morning, Ferdinand. Can we punch this guy as well? I hope we get to do it for both of them. One more cup of tea and the sun should be up. Time for me to go to work on the other side. Enough of the acts, Parvis. Acts, rather. When did you start working with Kristen? I presume when he first joined Rhine Lab. You, Jara, Justin Jr., and Nasty. You fooled me into thinking that I had Kristen isolated. That I was just one step from success. I became a laughingstock. My gamble, all my efforts, just another rung on the ladder for her to climb. There we go. Tea, Ferdinand? You underhanded old goat? Let me make one thing clear. I don't know where Kristen is. She doesn't trust me so much. And I'm not so interested in her secret. But you didn't come to ask questions, otherwise you would have brought the muscle you borrowed from that colonel, as you did with Jara. It's not like you to swallow insults from pioneers, and come back to grovel at the feet of the colonel after he abandoned you once. You set your mind to it. Why did you give up so close to the truth? No wild guesses. Perhaps you should look at yourself in the mirror, Ferdinand. You're jealous of her. I mean, I could have told you for that for free. You're jealous that she gets men to fight for her, even when she's not around. You're jealous that it only took her a few words to earn the loyalty that took you so much time and money to buy. You're jealous of her charisma. That's a part of you. Oh, there's a part of you, somewhere deep down, that's enthralled by her. The more you deny it, the more you hate her. Obviously, you look a bit weird without the coat. Yeah, the coat is so big that I look tiny without it. Why are you telling me this? Because it's how I feel. Look outside, Ferdinand. When I was little, I never saw stars in the night sky. All I saw was a silhouette of the Great Spire, the light of witchcraft lighting up the skies. Is that Lifanian? Oh, yeah, that answers my question. The adults told me it was the eye of the Witch King, watching over every inch of Lifanian. Is Lifanian basically just Mordor? The Tower of the Witch King with... okay. And I thought, what was the meaning of life? If the Witch King was a sole miracle chosen by fate? Didn't you despise the efforts of those stupid casters who wanted to summon the Witch King's souls? Yes, I opposed it. My kin and former colleagues spent their entire lives trying to recreate a fleeting miracle in this time of an age. But in my long years of research, I've realised that a miracle is so because it is a coincidence that cannot be controlled or recreated. Only such a coincidence can break the cage of fate that traps us all. You see Kristen as that coincidence. She has the potential to create miracles. You have your dream, and I have mine. If she is the fated miracle, then what are we? Waste coming off the production line? Meaningless noise? Why despair, Ferdinand? Perhaps the fate of mankind does hinge upon one singularity. Who will break all shackles and become the eyes of all? To see sights that we could not have imagined. But that does not mean our lives are destined to fall by the wayside. Miracles are born in the journey of evolution. A journey made up of all our dreams. Yours, mine, even that foolish tramp outside. Why are you telling me this? Feeling better? Have some tea. It'll put the same colour in your face. It'll put some colour in your face. So you won't be so embarrassed when the kids see you on their way to work. I've lost everything. There isn't much for you to remember. I'm in no hurry. We can talk about work once you're done with your tea. It's always good to chat with an old friend. We took our first steps together after all. Hello there, good sir. Megaphone and signboards. And this is what you spent the money on, not food and blankets. There are things more important than creature comforts. You mean survival? Give me that board. Rhine Lab. At least spell the company's name right if you're going to protest it. That's much better. Thank you, sir. Tell me, what do you dream of? What is the future you're fighting for? Hydroponics. Or at least it looks like hydroponics. How do you like my vivarium, Doctor? Nobody can just barge in, and Rosmontis seems to like it. Rosmontis stands quietly in the verdant lab. She carefully observes each plant. Did I say observe? She carefully observes each plant, then meticulously records their form in her notebook. Hello, Mikazuki? Down, boy. Her gaze stops on the last page of the notebook. You know it is where that letter is kept. Are you still reading the letter, Rosmontis? Yes, Doctor. I want to remember what happened today and record it in my terminal before I forget. Loken Williams. What is the home that he talked about? Oh, what he talked about like? Is it like Rhode Island? No, no way. Then he's not my family. I don't like him, Doctor. I came into contact with many feelings that I don't like through him. I want to pick them out and put them somewhere that won't bother me. Amia helped me clean them up before she left, but they keep growing. What kind of feelings? Loss. And destruction. I want to destroy them. It's not right. Piff would be angry. I shouldn't see Loken again, should I, Doctor? Do you want to learn about your past, Rosmontis? Memory is precious. I don't want to use it on bad things. But I want to see with my own eyes. I want to know what I would do. It may not be to learn. It may be to throw it away again. But I'll say goodbye properly this time. Okay. Get some rest before that, though. Mm-hmm. Go to sleep. Doctor. The young feline lies down at your side, clutching the jacket you gave her tightly. Her breathing is fragile yet resilient. It is... Oh, as it is when she is awake. There we go. She's tired. Rosmontis' arts are heavily dependent on intention. Yeah. What about you, Doctor? Let's talk somewhere else. Let Rosmontis sleep. Your brow's furrowed. Will I cooperate with the army's investigation? Should I surrender to the Maylander Foundation? Rhode Island has been dragged into the maelstrom of Tremont. The explosion in Triton Factory, the attack on the Vice President, Kristen's disappearance. Tremont is in chaos right now. It may be irresponsible to say this, but neither the Army nor the Maylander Foundation have time to deal with Rhode Island. You're not at the centre of the maelstrom. No need to be so nervous, Doctor. Still, I'm responsible for your situation here. Our partnership's still good. You helped me, and I'll do my best to help you. If it comes to it, I can arrange to get you, Rosmontis, and Iffy out of Tremont right now. That's not what I'm concerned about. Yeah. You're looking for both Saria and Kristen. Are you trying to stop something or put something right? Your position has been vague from the beginning. We're partners, but I don't know what you really think. A dance, Doctor? It's no fun being interrogated like this. Muesli puts her hands behind her back, turns around, and takes a couple of steps. She looks back at you with a rare, serious expression on her face. Music fills the air. It is a relaxed, soothing tune. You see moisture seep from the leaf veins, converging into a drop of dew. More drops appear, leaving the leaves and catching up to you and Muesli. Moving with the flow of the melody, you see the rhythm of each droplet, light as breath. They are the melody itself. Feel it, Doctor. It will guide our steps. Your droplets seem free in this vivarium. The air in this vivarium seem clear. Go this one. Very astute, Doctor. From lightning to irrigation to atmosphere control, none of the systems in this vivarium employ originium technology. It is the cleanest place in Tremont. Interesting. I wonder what powers it then. This is the one place in Tremont where I feel at ease. Oftentimes, I choose to operate through a clone, not because I want to, but because I have to. Usually disappears from your vision. You find your hand holding nothing but air. The droplets form a ribbon of water, gently pulling you towards the corner of the vivarium. The pale fur is... Oh, automated commentary. Okay, yeah. The pale fur is extremely sensitive to its environment. Pollution from originium industries have reduced its habitat to a small number of hilly areas in Colombia. The droplets scatter and shatter, creating a mist between you and the furs. You see the faint silhouette of a tombstone. Muesli sits quiet by it, picking away at the weeds that surround it. Hello, Christmas. How you doing? You've never seen her so sad. Is it a shadow of the past? Ah, bright. I grew up in an orphanage in Trenton, near Tremont. Headmaster said I was found on the doorsteps of the orphanage. No one knows who my parents are. I realised at an early age that I was different. My powers are unique, but they are not originium arts. I'm much more sensitive to originium than most people. Even a slight increase in originium concentration is enough to affect my health. What am I? No one knows. That's why I've searched for the answer since I was little. Ironically, it's also the reason why my grades have always been good. Finally, I found that word hidden away in some ancient books. Elves. The word is not unknown to you. You do have many secrets, don't you, Doctor? Well, it's not important. Anyway, I tracked down my biological parents' old Tremont's home, but the house had long since changed hands. I followed the trail they left behind and eventually found where they went. It's this village right here. So remote, I thought I made a mistake. Most of the buildings have fallen into ruin. They look to be centuries old. I didn't see anyone, but I had a feeling as I went into the hills behind the village. I saw a simple cemetery surrounded by pale firs, where dozens of tombstones lay. This village was not an elven settlement, it was their graveyard. Muesli stands up, looks at you, and fades away into the mist before the firs. I feel like the music choice is not exactly the ideal. Your partner returns to your side. Elven nature forced you to distance yourself from modern civilization. Yeah. Distancing oneself from modern civilization is easier said than done. To spend your life in remote mountains, when you know a more convenient, more advanced, more interesting life is right there, waiting for you to reach out. How are we, with our long lifespans, supposed to accept it? Some of my people faded away in sorrow. Some chose to end their own lives. More elves chose to go into society, including my parents. They lived cautiously but bravely, looking for ways to survive in civilization without coming into contact with Originium. They knew Originium would kill them someday. They accepted it. Are you looking for a way to change the fate of your people? Next dance, Doctor. More droplets rise in the vivarium as the music enters a new passage. The smile returns to Muesli's face. The melody sings on. You do not know if the topic will continue. Sometimes I envy Rhode Island. There are so many people there. Well, you can join. You came to Rhode Island. Oh, you knew. I sneaked in once or twice to see if Iffy was doing well, and see what Saria was doing. And I saw someone standing on the deck, gazing at the sunset, lost in thought. I didn't notice you. Don't tell anyone. Just one of my tiny clones. No danger to anyone. I thought, why would you be up on the deck with only your thoughts for company, when there is so much joy waiting down below? I wanted to see if I could remember anything. I feel like there used to be someone I would watch the sunset with. Oh. Did you find any memories of that person? I'm assuming it's whoever it was that was by our side before we went for the big sleep. All I know is a name. So, there are answers beyond even your reach. That makes things seem a little bit fairer. She leads you on, doing a half pirouette. Yeah. That's made... Well, that and the parts bits, but also, oh, which chapter was it? I can't remember which chapter it was. It might have been chapter 8. But, the one where we see the flashback and, she's like, you know, by our side before we go to sleep. And then when we wake up, it's Amir instead. You're a good dancer. Of course I am. I was the ace of my university dance team. Oh, that was chapter 8, okay. After I left the village, I spent all my time studying. Every Colombian child knows that science and tech are the best way to change your life. I studied to become the top of my class, then went to school in Tremont, where I stayed on top. I spent a lot of effort to blend into modern life. Fashion, gaming, literature, music, dance. I studied etiquette, met a lot of people. Just musically playing Counter-Strike or something. She's the gamer, guys. She's the one. I'm just imagining her now with, like, you know, headsets on and... For others, these are hobbies, but for me, it's a mission, an exploration, a test. I know it sounds weird, but I tasked myself to live life as hard as I could. It's been a long time since I danced, though. With Zarya and Kristen? The droplets go around you. The lights of the vivarium cannot penetrate them. They hold fragments of the past, gentle, clear, yet untouchable. The newly renovated lab, mostly empty bottles, Zarya and Kristen, and Muesli, with a disappointed look on her face. The three stare at each other in the middle of the room, like three wooden mannequins. New Year's Eve, not long after Rhine Lab was founded, everyone was happy. I was the happiest. I met Kristen and Zarya shortly before I graduated. Kristen is not your average investor's preferred partner. You know you're in for surprises the moment you see her, and not all of them are going to be pleasant. As for Zarya, she just felt steady as a rock. My advisor happened to be involved with a project of theirs, but she wasn't very interested, so she sent me in her stead. I had nothing back then, other than my obsession with living hard. I tried everything and went nowhere. They helped me get over a period when I was lost between my identities as a graduating student and as an elf. It was just me, Kristen, Zarya, Parvis, and Ferdinand at the time. Now I imagine Zarya the Rock Johnson. I mean, considering the reference they did in the manga, it wouldn't surprise me if someone draws Zarya like the Rock. Parvis hid himself upstairs, saying he couldn't stay up all night. Ferdinand left early for other business. Can you believe it? At the end of the day, I couldn't find anyone to dance with me. I ended up grabbing Zarya and Kristen. None of us knew how to dance in freeze. I can still remember the looks on their faces. Rhine Lab is important to you. To be more precise, Zarya and Kristen are important to me. I've always believed that we'll only get where we really want to be if the two of them work together. Just turning that off. The music ends. The vivarium is empty, except for Muesli standing opposite you, calm as a pale fur. You hear the sound of the air circulation system running. The wind on your face feels unusually moist. Ugh. The scent of plants, the soft earth. You realise that the droplets of water, the music, and the dance really existed. You found my wobbliness, Doctor. Yes, I'm trying to manipulate everyone, including you. But everything I do for myself. The few kin that I have left, so we can breathe, feel the wind, run, travel freely. To make our journey a little less hard. All I've done, I did to keep a few friends I have, the few friends I have, so that in this city, I won't be so... Oh, this is all I can tell you, all I can promise you. There are a lot of things you haven't made clear, there are a lot of gaps in your story. Should I trust you? You didn't really manipulate me. Yeah, go this one. And so, help me one more time, Muesli. I must find Loken Williams. Even if I could help you, why do you not ask me to help you and Rosmontis get out of Tremont safely? We've come too far to turn back now. Rhode Island only goes forward. Sario and Dr. Countsit have reason to get involved, but what about you? Will you get to the bottom of all this, even if the price is a two-front war with the military and Mainlander? That's not the most logical choice. I want to help Rosmontis, I want the truth, I want the truth. Are you so interested in Kristen's dream? Alright, we have a deal. Our partnership will go on. Also, is there fan art of Doctor kicking, punching, or slapping? Well, there's one. You can. I think it's been posted in the Discord before of the Doctor slapping Loken. Hey. Oh, you. Who was that on the phone? A lonely soul, searching for companions. Since when have you become such close friends? We just happen to be going the same way for a while. Same for you. When are you going to leave my lab? The smell of alcohol affects the equipment. I don't think that's how that works. That's so cold. Thanks to you and that agent's improvisation, I have a dozen calls to make tonight just to keep you out of jail. Like hell I'm doing it this sober. Whenever they do the question mark, they act like we've never seen it. I know, it's so funny. It's just look at it, it's like, I wonder. You got what you wanted. Is Kristen's price not high enough for a businessman like you? Hello, Merwind. A price? Are you reminding me how much I lost to this crazy plan? Well, then you should have gone to Kazimierz. Kazimierz, rather. Join the chamber and play with the knights and the speculators. There we go. Yes, the plan has been lying in my terminal for years. I could make more money and do it in a safer way. Which, to be fair, why haven't you? But all those great projects, they're about a nation, an era. I want to seize the opportunity before me. To see a future far beyond anyone's wildest dreams rise from my palms. Is that a dream? From a practical person like you? Anyone can dream, especially facing the fickle tides of fate. You put it astutely, going the same way. Look at those scientists. For all the conflicts they went through, from friend to foe, and from foe to friend, they all end up on the same path. They all saw a part of themselves in the least likely of futures. And what about you? A meaningless question. Why do you think I've tolerated your presence for so long? That's why I like the going the same way part, even if it's only temporary. Oh, the reveal. It's him. I wouldn't have noticed. Miss Lasty. Miss Nasty Lunori. Lunore? I don't know. If we still have our life and liberty after tomorrow, will you come with me to the highest point of Tremont and take a good look at the sky that hasn't changed for 1,000 years? That sounds like a date. Nasty laundry.
Let's go! Oh, speaking of which, what was our objective again?
Forwards!
Fear not! Here I come!
I'm just going to keep it there.
It's my duty to stand here.
At your service. Attack!
Oh, who are you? They look like medics, but I'm assuming they're not going to be medics.
Doctor, leave the big guys. Who's next?
You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators. Let the world burn!
Is that a fucking missile?
Keep screaming!
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。医者ならここに、ここだよ。
Shriek all you want. Nobody cares.
Apple pie!
This is going to become a problem very quickly. Something like this.
I'll do shriek all you want. Nobody.
Can't you hear the children's cries?
There we go. Oh, they're taking R.
Shriek all you want. Nobody cares.
いいよ。
Oh, they're...
ドクターの言う
Oh.
通りだよ。
I didn't see how many blocks they do a lot of blocking, I'm guessing. Okay, this one maybe.
I am fighting for more than just. Relax.
They need
It'll
3
be over
blocks,
in an
okay.
instant.
Can I feel the distance? There!
Alright, that's a little bit annoying.
Apple pie!
It says on the thing, it... Oh, it does say 3 there. Okay.
Shriek all you want. Nobody cares.
Your orders. Speeding up!
That's annoying. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to take that.
Bravo. Now I want to crush them that much harder.
I'm not going to stand for that. I need to get the secondary objective. I need to get 3 stars regardless. It's hardly a difficult level.
行くよ。嵐のように蹂躙してやる。
Fear not. Here I come.
Your orders. How's that?
It's
my duty to stand here.
Doctor, leave the big relax. It'll be over in an instant.
Your orders. Could you ever imagine? Friends turning against each other, and homeland fading into nothing but memories?
Does it hurt?
I bet it does!
I'll do my best.
At your service. Attack!
Oh, that's bad. Damn it. Ah.
You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
Who's next? Keep screaming!
At your service. Ah!
Don't worry, my poison is not contagious.
Get in the line of death!
Solid positioning.
You've
Alright, there
never
we go.
ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
Keep screaming!
Your orders. Speeding up!
Tell me, what's your plan?
Kick ass!
Now's the
There
time
we
to
go.
help everyone out.
Yeah, I wasn't going to stand for that. I wasn't going to stand for a single bleed. There we go. Especially because the secondary objective I needed to do was to complete it with 3 stars. Oh, what's this chuckle fuck doing on the screen? A lot of noise. Another delivery from your engineering director. Final tests will take about 45 minutes. Plenty. My greatest achievement will be complete once this data is transferred. I will retain your research records. I know. Give it to that girl, Hole, or someone else. I don't care. Being able to finish this research here in my final days almost lets me forget all the regrets in my life. You do not deserve that. I still remember how hard it was to accept when you showed this to me for the first time. Ah, my neck hurts. The irony, how it scorns every conceited researcher who walked in the halls of science for the past few centuries. It laughs in the face of our research, made it all worthless. What is this, Kristen? How are you able to speak of its theories and emerge with such confidence when you've never performed a single experiment? This thing is beyond my understanding. Even more frightening is that all those tales you tell of these black cubes are true. Black cubes. Tell me, Kristen. Tell me, what is this that I'm about to study? That's your job. Where did you find it? How did you gain this knowledge? The only thing I could think of when I think of like black cubes is A, the ring of like black cube shaped things that make up the law, and B, those what are they called? Agilos, the angel things in Enfield, which aren't entirely cubes, but they're still like black cubish shaped things, the ones that make those swarms earlier in the first trailer. Actually, no, they weren't cubes. Oh, never mind. Don't be so hard on a dying man, Kristen. You don't deserve it. Monolith from 2000. You know what? That's a really good reference. Who gave you this? God. Maybe it was the law. Have I overestimated you, young genius? Do you believe in ghosts and spirits? Look up to some unknown in awe? No, you're not the kind of woman who would joke about this. You're not foolish or shameless enough for that, or to place your hopes on empty faith. I'll take your word for it. The irony. Back. There we go. God. Another month has passed since God bestowed on me this mercy. In a short period of time, I completed more work than I could have imagined for decades. Even I can't help but wonder. What miracle do you plan to bring us? Bring to the people of this land? I swear, if we go to like Mars or something and end up converting the natives to law, I would be annoyed. Kristen does not answer. She gazes at the stars outside the window silently, lost in thought. This really does make me think of Interstellar, the facility. Another half an hour. I should start thinking about supper. Donut, fried fowl beast, hot dog? All of Tremont is up in arms over this place, but look how carefree the heart of the storm is. Who are you? I want the blueprints and the efficiency data for the shaft. Oh, I bet you do want the blueprints of the shaft. And the associated facilities now. Sir, that's highly classified. Do you see my clothes? My security pass right here? Or do you need me to put Blake on the line for you? All the American fast food options, yep. No, sir. I'll put it together. No need. This terminal right here. Turn it on. But sir, this is raw data without visualization. I'm Ferdinand Clooney. It'd be funny if you just said who. Rhine Lab's Director of Energy. I designed the Tremontian energy circulation system. The processor of the terminal in front of you is based on the Originium energy conversion formula named after me. The Clooney formula? You've wasted 2 minutes. Data, now. Yes, sir. Seconds pass, then minutes. Ferdinand could almost hear the sounds of military convoys moving through the streets. Blake could find Kristen at any moment. He must hurry. For what? Here, and here. Have these data been manipulated? It probably should be, has this data been manipulated? Of course not. All the data are transmitted in real time to the Army's labs. It's more than my life's worth to upload false data. Wait, Karma, you just opened a can of new possibilities with that joke. The Agaloy and Enfield have halos. Oh no. They do, don't they? That is, I really need to get a video out at some point. Anyway. No one wants to get on the wrong side of the army. It doesn't match. I beg your pardon? Time to rewrite the Enfield script. My brother in Christ, I haven't even written it yet. I'm really far behind on it right now. The structure of the shaft... Oh, whoa. The distribution of the pipelines... and the performance of the existing propulsion system. None of them is right. Just discreet enough to avoid notice. Damn. That can't be. You must be No, I suppose not. You of all people. Perhaps this is a temporary plan... Plan? Perhaps this is a temporary plan for experimentation and development, and adjustment will be made before the official launch. What's the plan for the official launch? A hammer should be on the mobile plate near the shaft. I can't. Kristen stole the entire plate. Hey, Kat. Hello. I'm not sure if you can hear me, because I assume you have stream still, but I hope you're doing well. But the propulsion device is still here. The army has impounded all the launchers that were under construction. There is another. Even if she manipulated the data, she couldn't... She couldn't. Not with this propulsion performance. I'm making dinner. Oh, okay. Hope you have some nice eats. Unless... Get Blake on the line. Huh? Now. I said better be important, Ferdinand, for you to bother me at a time like this. Listen. Lasty... This is the second time I've said lasty now. Nasty Lunare. Nasty Laundry, there we go, I'm just going to call it that. Is one of Kristen's, there we go. The propulsion device that she designed does not have the performance to lift Hammer off the ground. He looks so Justin Jr. must have bought out your scientists to cover up Kristen's real goal. They're working together. So you're telling me everyone at Rhine Lab is complicit with Kristen's suspected treason? I'm not. You need to tell me something new. What? If the researcher you sent me is actually useful, then I'll drag that control of yours from the stolen hammer soon enough. Which is to say, I will soon know how many insurgents there are in Rhine. It'll be too bit. Then Rhine. Is there anything more important that you want to report? No, sir. Congratulations in advance on your successful mission, Colonel. Close the file. Yes, sir. Is there anything else you need? Do you have a maintenance aircraft? The kind that can reach Hammer's theoretical ceiling? Yes, we do. I need to borrow it. But didn't you say Hammer wouldn't fly because of the propulsion issues? Or can it? You're right. We took our first steps together. What? I mean, you're right. Maybe I was mistaken. We're just getting the OG squad back together, I guess. Insert Vsauce thing. I was wondering where that or is it comes from. Strong transmitter reaction. I can feel a lot of it lying ahead. Right in the middle of urban Tremont. Yes, sir. The area ahead is sewage treatment and garbage disposal. Very few people live here. You mean Kristen Wright hit Hammer in some other building right under our nose? Target may have set up jammers in the area. Our guys didn't detect any signals when they passed through. Those egghead sons of bitches and their tricks. Should we turn this place upside down? No, that'll take too much time and draw the enemy's attention. Can you locate it? I need to borrow your neural electricity stimulator. There we go. Do you know how to use that? I believe Ryan developed it. Yes, but do you know how to use it? A company can develop loads of things. It doesn't necessarily mean one person works and knows how to use it. Ugh, there's no getting away from you people, is there? Give it to her. Yeah, just like the food companies in America where they're all owned by like 4 companies. Yes, sir. Cranial electricity will trigger resonance in the transmitter inside me. Resonance will occur in any nearby transmitter strong enough for your sensors to detect. Go on. I got a reading. It's increasing in strength. Increase output by 10%. Pre-epilepsy symptom. Should I take over? Pre-epilepsy. Eek. I have mech operating experience and long-range arcs unit implants. Her transmitter is from Site 359. It's the only one that will work. Proceed. I can take it. POV, you're experimenting with Musk's new brain chip thingy. We got a stable signal. Coordinates have been synchronized to Officer Terminal, sir. Good. We know where Hammer is now. Proceed to the target ASAP. Wait, that's actually a thing. I thought that was a meme. If Musk is saying something, just know that it's never a meme. No, yes, he has got a company that's doing the whole brain microchip thing. So there's that, there's Tesla, there's SpaceX, there's Starlink, and there's Twitter, unfortunately. A handkerchief. That is handkerchief, right? Yeah. Doubt you can even see through all that sweat. Thank you. Director Jara, did the soldiers bother you? Oh? No, just usual chit-chat. Did you say anything? Nothing. The funny thing is, I don't even know anything. I know Kristen like Kristen knows me. I didn't sign on to her adventure, and she refused to let me risk my remaining life for her. Control is lucky to have you. Lucky? No, I don't think so, Silence. When I look at Kristen, I don't see the inscrutable, dominating control of Rhine. I only see a girl too proud to bow her head. Rhine Labs. Sorry, I don't know why that got into my head. Maybe time stopped 20 years ago, for both of us. You mean the day when Control's parents were killed in a flight test accident? It was supposed to be a sunny, cloudless day. Is it regret? Remorse? Is it because I watched them fly to their end, because I didn't check their flight plan carefully? Or because I didn't expect the government and capitalists would allow that sensitive little girl to become the target of all the attacks on her parents in order to protect their name? No, it's neither. It was just one failure. Even if it was my only one, it should be nothing for an experienced agent. But I could never forget the look in her eyes. The ball of fire falling from the sky continues to burn in her eyes. It's appeared in my dreams on many a night. I kind of hope this doesn't end the same way. I don't want to see it extinguished again. You left the Maylander Foundation because of Control. A scientist stops being a scientist when she develops an emotional attachment to her test subject, huh? Oh. The side look. You, of all people, should understand. I was never a mother, but I have a child. I wouldn't mind Kristen exploding. I mean, I wouldn't exactly mind either, but I feel like the project is worth succeeding anyway, even if it is a lot of bullshit that went into it. Like, more of it exists now, regardless of everything that happened. So, like, do you destroy it out of spite, or do you just let it succeed? Gamma and Delta squads in position, sir. Also, I will say you're not a scientist if you have a attachment to the test subject. That's not actually true. Loads of scientific experimentation relies on attachment between the people conducting the tests and the people or animal being conducted on. Yeah, everything looks normal within the with the target building. Scanning for potential hostiles. Wait, is that a Maylander drone? That's why the goddamn agents didn't show up. They were tracking our aircraft. Why didn't they find out? Oh, yeah, why didn't they find out about the plate then? Were they waiting for us to do our job, then pick up the scraps? Maylander's eyes are everywhere. Columbia has changed a lot in the past 20 years. I used to protect people like the Wrights from conspiracy theorists and technophobes. I suppose even the great Maylander can be wrong at times. Look at the mad scientists out there. They're the greatest threat. I like this is also the classic military versus scientist story. Like the military that doesn't quite understand what the scientists are doing and the scientists are just sciencing. Regardless of whether it's necessarily good or bad. Because let's face it, I wouldn't necessarily call them mad scientists. They're just a little pissy that they've taken their originally weapon project and using it for something else. A message from Maylander, Colonel. They're syncing the drone's data with us. Less than 10 life forms within 10 clicks of the target. Which is funny because the military also uses products of scientists. Well, literally everything they have. Literally everything the military uses. Wait, did I miss? Oh yeah, we had an elite squad keeping an eye on Kristen before she disappeared. There we go. Are you telling me a bunch of scientists and a few assistants took out an entire squad of commandos? Maybe we went to the wrong place? No. That's not impossible for the control I know. Keep your eyes open. Don't let your guard... I'm now thinking of, well, two things actually. I'm thinking of Ghost Recon, the survival one where those drones destroy your squad when you're entering the island. Or The Expanse, if anyone's watched that, which is a very similar thing. They're people landing on a planet and again, small drones smash into the ship and destroy everything. I think we just hit something, sir. No, sensors aren't picking anything up. It's wind. It's a wall of wind. Or I guess it's a wall of wind. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Oh, so Breakpoint... Okay, for some reason I thought Breakpoint was the other one, where you're assassinating the, like, drug cartel group people, or whatever they were. We can't maintain altitude. Losing altitude. 500, 400, 350. Out of my way. Give me the controls. That's the building's outer wall. We're gonna hit it. Well, Columbia is based on America, I guess. Sorry, that was really bad of me to say. First one. What happened? That's the Colonel's aircraft. It fell into the building at 10 o'clock. Gamma Squad, to the crash site, now. Did the enemy come from the air? Why didn't we get any warnings from the Maylander drones? No, we've lost all communications. Maylander's eyes all went out at the same time? Second one. Total loss of communications with Maylander. Oh, this is FUBAR. Isn't their shit supposed to be cutting edge? Cybermen. Large number of hostiles. 10, 11, no, more. Ambush. Raise the Colonel. There's too many of them. Hold. Hold. The Maylander douchebag said there were less than 10. Was the data wrong or did they screw us? Ah. Oh, there he is. I feel like, as much as I dislike this guy in the stages, I feel like this guy would be quite badass when animated. It's not the data that's wrong. Colonel, you're safe. Form up. Gamma and Delta, pull back and find cover. Have the power armor assault team move up. Like, I imagine he would be animated a lot like the classic sort of American Colonel type person. Let everyone know. We're facing the latest prototype unmanned power armor. Sort of reminds me of Ace, but douchebag. Well, I suppose. Third one. Hello, Pete. The walls of the room block all screams, but the explosions can be clearly seen on the monitors. Hold does not look at the screen. Her eyes have not left the book since the first prey stepped into the trap. She swings her tail back and forth in boredom, passing one button after another, directing the show happening not far from here. Isn't this what happens in the trailer when she's isn't she just like reading the book or something before deciding to go off and to do something? Pressing, not passing. Did I say passing? Oh, that's weird because I read it as pressing, but I somehow must have said a different word entirely. Where are you going? To fulfill my final wish. Sneaking out to meet someone again. You'll die out there, and I won't be there to save you. That's probably his response. Do I look like someone that needs saving? Don't croak before the work is done. Otherwise, you can't take it from me. It's not ready for activation yet. Only an ugly death awaits you if you rush it. Is it just me, or is there a slight belly button print on her? Possibly? It's kind of a tight outfit that she's wearing because you see all the creases. I know, I've heard that enough times. Take it as words of wisdom from a dying man. You're too young to be showing the madness of the impending end. Impeding end? Impeding end? Okay. Time does not treat us all fairly. Go, old man, and dream your last dream before death carries you away. Good night. As for me, it's time for me to deal with my last problem. Hole puts down the book and hooks something from the pile of books with her tail. A metal head. She blows lightly at the head and sees the white vapour pass through the metal shell, then dissipate into thin air without going anywhere. It's not every day that you get to see Maylander agents work with commandos. Are you really sure you don't want to come back from the dead, my dear old employer? You'll miss the best parts. Oh, is this a crashed plane? Yep. Oh, I wonder if silence was thrown into the wall again as the plane was crashing. Who's the enemy? Only someone with the internal access codes can disable all of Maylander's eyes at the same time. Control has someone from Maylander with her? An elite Maylander agent, codename Hole. She took over the task of monitoring Kristen from me. I wasn't sure if she had turned traitor until now. Hole? Yesterday. Hole means yesterday. It's unknown whether it's her code name or the one she was born with. Kristen brought her to Rhine Lab 1 year ago, saying she was Rhine Lab's new biology consultant. Bibliology. There we go. That's a weird one to say. I looked into her background but found nothing. Maylander had concealed most of her files, of course, but that wasn't much of a problem for me. Not even Maylander knows her past. It's like she popped up into the world yesterday. Her knowledge, her powers, her arts. None of them have anything to do with modern technology. So she is kind of like she's like the foil for Muesli. Both of them have power and arts that aren't Originium based, I'm guessing. Have you ever heard the legend from the days when the world was just a barren land? She is Liberi. She is Phidia, or whatever. Yeah, Phidia. She rides with the wind and dances with stars. She is the last elder, still blessed by the heavens. Forward, forward. Stay in formation. Cover the others. Wait. Up in the sky. Hostile approaching. Take aim. Energy beam. Wait. How could this be? It won't fire. Are our weapons being attacked? No. Weapons fine. It's the sky that's being affected. Unknown energy interference in the area. A great force takes hold of him. Even in his metal armor, the soldier feels frail and helpless, like a naked infant. He waves his limbs futilely, but he could not control his body, or the exoskeleton wrapped around it. He is flung like a plastic toy, smashing into another power armor. Silver-green shadows leave the shattered armor. A silhouette approaches slowly in the smoke. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a long name. G212 Alpha 13, abandoning exoskeleton. Hostile contact. Support requested. How many hostiles? One. I'm afraid I'm the only one you're facing. Do you need time to surrender? We're almost there. Oh, that's the hideout Kristen prepared for Loken. We walked a few hours underground. I thought the end of the passage would look more normal. Where did you get your info, Muesli? I befriended a straightforward engineer. Whew, I've smelled better. Kristen hasn't changed. You could throw her into a garbage dump and when she's in the middle of an experiment, and she wouldn't care one bit. Did you know that Saria and I picked all her clothes? Even Saria is more concerned about fashion than she is. And... did the army find a place? Drat. We don't have time. Time for what? Doctor, Loken is a convict with a few hundred years on his sentence. You want to take Rosmontis to see him? Then you have to beat them to it. How did you plan to explain to the military if they find us together? Rosmontis? What's with the kitten? Is she thinking about something? I think she's sensitive to the battlefield environment. There's something interfering with her thoughts. Keep an eye on her, Doctor. I need to find a way in. Maybe I can use my water to get through the vents, then hack the door circuits. Or he'll just open it for us. No need, Muesli. This is Loken's lab. I find it weird that judges always say you were sentenced for 150 years in prison, as if they can live that long. It's because certain crimes, certain scenarios, certain ages, etc., etc., come with a specific amount of years. And then the more crimes you build up, or the more severe the crime is built up, it adds on to it. So it's basically just a literal mathematical number. So it's not that they expect you to... so yeah, it sounds weird instead of just saying life in prison, even though it is basically. But it's pretty much just saying that all of your crimes put together are worth this amount. But then, yeah, as Antika and Speedy mentioned, that number can then be reduced bit by bit by things like plea deals, working with law enforcement to rat out other people of your group, which is also technically a plea deal. Yeah, and things like good behavior and a shown like aptitude for improving and stuff. So things can knock down the number. Also, I think the amount of years has a monetary value as well. So when judges and that say bail set at however many thousands of dollars, I think that's how it's calculated as well. Anyway, Loken, I remember this place. It's not in my memory. I've never been in this corridor, but my eyes, ears, mouth, emotions, they all tell me that I've walked a path like it. Oh, sad. Welcome home, child. Welcome to the court that I prepared for you.
A trial in all its vaunted glory will not bring about any substantive change.
I like how
matters more what we do after the trial. Doctor, I've seen what you've done and find it praiseworthy.
I like that I like that Christmas basically just said oh, this scene, it immediately ends. Okay, now after all that I better have... Yes, I did. Okay. Yay, we got her. From past to future.
ドクター、この先ロドスでの滞在時間はどうしても減ってしまうと思う。だけど、
Nice.
ロドスとの
Oh, hello, Ringo.
ますます強くなっていくってことだけは保証するよ。
Nice. Alright, back in. CW6. Gathering of heroes. She stands tall at the edge of the passage as the land moves slowly away. Ah, I knew it wouldn't be too long before we get the disgusting looking maps. You haven't set her to EN. I don't think she had EN when I first got her, so I didn't ever set it, I don't think. Have you investigated the hammer mission? I started to. So, okay, so this is weird. So I've done I did it. I did CW4. I then got the mission to do it again. So I went. I did it. I did it again. And it didn't change. It didn't give me the... It didn't complete it. And I don't know why. So I'm a bit confused, and I'll probably do it again at some point, but... Oop. Went too far. You have an additional condition. And stop any arc commandos from taking off. Oh! Oh, right, so... I saw the freestyle and went, oh, it's the same one. That explains it. I was going to say, because that makes sense, because there is one arc commando that does take off at the very beginning when I didn't realise, because I've been using the auto run. Classic Ian can't read moment. Hey, at least I don't do it. At least I'm not as bad. Basically bombardment, right? Yeah, I'll just have to change. I'll just redo it again, because the current one I've got, only one of them lifts up, so it'll be an easy one to change. Anyway, back to this. I do not like this one. Basically two choke points. It's not too bad, but there's no gravity on this one, though. So it's just a regular stage. It's just, you know, gross. No point wasting time. The level is pretty simple. It looks simple, it's just I don't like splitting forces like that. Not when it's so far apart. Oh, flashback. I do like this song. Wherever the piano thing is. The flowers. They're so beautiful. Have you come to see me again? I don't know today's flowers. Can you teach me how to spell them? Of course, Narcissa. Isn't Narcissa a flower as well? Or is that Narcissus? That might be Narcissus. What do you want to do after you learn it? I want to put these petals in my picture book, just like I used to. Mum loved flowers. Dad knew a lot about plants, just like you. They're not around anymore, but I want to record these new flowers, and tell them about it when I visit their graves. You'll bring me there, right? It's almost April. Narcissa, my child, you're always the strong one. Leave the flowers on the table. I'll teach you writing once I'm done with my work. Ugh. It smells good. What's for dinner? Why did you come over here? Sit down over there. We're having your favourite potato soup. I'm hungry. Can you cut quicker? Do you want to help out? No need to be scared. I'll hold your hand. Like this. Well done. You'll do even better in the future. The future? Will I grow up to be as tall and strong like you? Become a great scientist? No, you'll be greater than I am. Much greater. Credit where credit's due, he is at least right about that. Does the wound on your back, on the back of your head, still hurt? Not anymore. My brothers gave me lots of sweets. They say that one sweet before going to bed helps with the pain and makes me dream of cotton candy. Oh, that was mentioned earlier as well. I thought it was only one brother. When mentioned in, was it her module or her Profile. I thought it was only one brother. Oh, there was... Oh, she had multiple siblings. Good girl. You can have them once you've had dinner. Then there's a place I want to take you. Over at the corridor. The place my brothers went yesterday. They said there's a nice garden there, just like those in the storybooks. And there's a place you get your flowers. Yes. Those who pass through its doors are blessed by fate. At the end of the corridor is... Oh, come on, what is it? Rosmontis! Rosmontis! I can't get the door open. Any ideas, Muesli? We need to go. Rosmontis. Don't go. Not alone. Rosmontis. Who is Rosmontis? Who is Narcissa? Welcome. You're waiting for me. Always have been. This is not the right time to be thinking of those memes, Karma. Not the right time. Where are the doctor? Where are the others? Where they were. This court does not need an audience. Court? Is this a court? Who's on trial? I, Loken Williams. I am both accused and accuser. In these last moments before fate devours me, I implore you to witness my life. I'm sure he probably thinks he's got like some sort of making atonement for everything, but it's still in such a narcissistic way. Here and now, I confess to all my crimes. Greed. Yes, my teacher reproached me. He chided me for my recklessness and admonished my extraction of infected organs from the dying as being too illegal and immoral. Fucking hell, right off to a good start, I see. He said my actions did not help patients, only accelerated their deaths. They were already dying. Their consciousness had already passed over to the other side. I did not intend to cause any more pain, nor did I change their fate. But my teacher did not agree. He and his teacher pronounced my death sentence in academia, in a private trial with no justice to speak of. They refused to admit that greed is a virtue for a scientist. Just a small town boy. A small town boy's biology education is limited to delivering burden beast calves. Unless he musters the courage to dissect the newborn calf in the middle of the night. Ah, so, psychopath. The thirst for knowledge was enough to overcome his empathy. He needed to seize every opportunity to climb, to continue on the path of exploration. Cowardice. I have not often been found wanting of courage, but there was one thing that I yielded to. Yes, burden beasts are like cows, bulls, that sort of thing. So, beasts of burden, as they call them. Mayland banned me after my teacher reported me, a mark of shame that shut me out of all universities and government-sponsored research institutions. It was the cruelest punishment you could inflict upon a scientist in his prime. They stripped me my right to research. It was akin to murder of the soul. Oh, boo-hoo. I began drowning myself in drink. You should have done it more. For a year and 10... That's going to get me demonetized. For a year and 10 months, I forced myself to face my trembling hands so that I could forget the pain of not being able to hold a scalpel. That was when they found me. They, the shameless rascals. The Department of Defense. They funded Loken water tank. I'm about to sneeze. Anyway. No. Sneeze again. Nope. Okay, fine. In return, I was to develop the most powerful weapon for them in 5 years. Science is neutral, pure and free. That is false. Practical value, especially in terms of weaponization, can only be a burden for science. That part is technically true. In the end, the enemy was capitalism. Well, it is America, to be fair. It was always going to be. I did not want to contribute my research for them, but they knew what my weakness was. Knowledge is expensive. Instruments, equipment, materials, down to the bricks that make up the laboratory. It all takes money. Building the lab of my dreams costs more than building a skyscraper in the middle of Tremont. I had to admit my weakness and... I thought that said something completely different for a moment. I thought that said prostate. It was... I had to admit my weakness and prostrate myself before their power. You can see why, though. It's only one letter off. How pathetic. Is this nation any less so? They allowed barbaric power to control the lifeline of science. There is no one more short-sighted than the soldier. They are at the helm of science, yet they know not how to use such precious knowledge except to kill their own kind. Folly. Yes, folly. The most unforgivable crime that a scientist can commit. The foolish soldiers are easy to deceive. Getting Getting arts units, the results of billions in investments, was enough to satisfy them. But I was too busy, too obsessed with my research to realise the weakness and ambition of those around me. A foolish student of mine handed part of my experiment data to the Department of Defense. They learned what Loken water tank was really researching and were eager to see the results, even threatening to take direct control. How could I allow them to steal my dream? When I was so close to finishing my masterpiece. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Christmas and Zek. I don't know. You took a risk. You failed. You lost everything. Narcissa destroyed your lab. That wasn't so bad. But then Maylander came again. They took Narcissa, robbed you of your dream again. Good. You were like a walking corpse. The Department of Defense confiscated the scraps, then wanted you to repay the billions of investment. You could not repay it, and you refused to work with them anymore. So you were thrown into prison, like a piece of rotting meat that no one paid any further attention to. Deserved. This also all explains why in the profile it mentions how everything seemed to have sort of been quite hushed up afterwards, after she was rescued. That was my greatest crime. Failure. No, your greatest crime was screwing over kids. That, well, okay, not literally, I mean in terms of the figurative sense. But still. Now, my finest and greatest failure stands before me. That it wasn't meant like that. You guys get what I meant. He's a monster, but not that kind. I don't think. Goodbye monetization. Narcissa. The only flower in my garden that has not been trampled into the mud. Broken, but still beautiful. Look at me. Look at the Locan Williams who raised you, educated you, oppressed you, tormented you. You witnessed me, inches away from the summit, and witnessed my fall from grace into the abyss. You never had any grace, it was all abyss. Now I invite you, child, to be the stick that measures my pain, my regrets, my crimes. You are the only one fit to do so. Can we smack him again? Push forward. I like how I was just about to... me and Magia basically just said the same thing almost at the exact same time. Area suppressed. Gamma and Delta. No more reinforcing power armors. Excellent. Continue the attack and prepare to breach the building. Ah! Oh, hello. Not so fast. Colonel, should I start with you? Will killing you buy more time? You, traitor! Traitor? We have always been enemies. Who have I betrayed? Ah! How fragile. Should I have done this a long time ago? You almost killed our beloved Vice President. Maybe I can exchange your head for a pardon. All units, attack! You want to be a martyr? Perhaps I should oblige. Oh. Oh. There you are, hero. The military and Maylander have this building surrounded. You can't win. Win? It's not victory that I'm looking for. It's a chance. Same for Kristen. No chance is worth so many lives, including your own. You think so? Compared to my knowledge, my own life has always been insignificant. I've seen so much history, but to time, I'm hardly even a passing breeze. That's my life, my poor, boring life. Does she have freckles, or is it just her blush? A tiny bit of time for the chance to touch eternal knowledge, even for an instant. How can that not be worth it? You're even fascinated by death. Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious. I know thousands of ways to die, over hundreds, thousands of years of history, but I only get to die once. Period. Full stop. Standing between accumulated memories and the possibilities of the future. How does it feel? You'll find out. Pure, unadorned power. There was no enamel blade growth. Saria simply focused all her strength on her hand. There was no originium arts involved. That is why the fist was able to penetrate the distorted air. Oh, just like in the manga where she stops using the arts and just literally punches the shield. Oh. I don't know who's enjoying this more. Me, the chat, or her. Harder. Oh, Hall is definitely saying harder here. Baby, can you look at Discord for me real quick? I need to know the game schedule if you could also reply Discord since I can't hear you. Okay. Time will you be joining me? Blah blah blah. I need to see what's going on. What is the schedule? Bear with me for a second. You guys can enjoy looking at the Alright, let's see. I to be fair though, I will also say I really like this artwork. Like, jokes aside, I love the look on her face, that smug smirk, with the lips that extend beyond the sort of normal look and just in general. Oh dear, looks like I've lost. I guess that's it, Saria. Kill me here and make it quick. Or maybe not so quick. I should savour the moment. I only get one chance after all. Wow, you're really kinky, okay. You mad woman. What about you? Did you think yourself a creature of reason in all that you do? You wanted to prevent the disaster in the most efficient manner. You're standing at the door. Why don't you work with the military? My reading is getting even harder now because I'm distracted by looking. They tend to make things worse. What about Maylander? They have been your firm allies for the past 5 years. They made the decision to work with the military. Oh, and the adorable little Liberi. It should have been me, not her. Mood. As long as it's the only thing getting up. Shush, Knight. Now that I think about it, I wonder how strong Saria's grip would be. Anyway, the little brown bird, so full of morality and empathy. I saw her in one of the military aircraft. I didn't know you had that expression in you. Your hands are growing weaker. Everything is going out of control. Even your own heart. Is that not a strange feeling to a woman like you? Who do you want to be in this situation, Saria or Hall? Both is good. I'm kind of feeling Hull at the moment. I wonder how strong Saria would be. How strong Saria's grip is. Anyway. Your taunts are meaningless. Poor Saria. That's not what your eyes, your hands, every inch of your body are saying. Are you sure you don't want to run over to the lab there right this instant? It may already be too late. Ah, the image is gone. You... In an instant, Hole is standing on top of a half-collapsed wall. A few more leaps, and she's gone from the battlefield. The door to the lab is broken. How could it be? Loken. Well, time is almost up anyway. Might as well call it a day. Could we go back to the other image? I'd prefer that to the sad. You're Loken. You came to the orphanage every Friday evening. You brought different flowers each time. Your clothes always had a strong smell to them. A smell of swimming pools and freshly painted fences. Chemicals. Basically like my lab. I didn't really mind that smell. I wanted to tell you that you didn't need to hide it with flowers. But I didn't say anything because I liked your flowers. I liked the stories of plants that you told me. It reminded me of Dad. Good, good. Your memories are coming back. Yes, I'm remembering. I don't like this. Well, I mean, I like the art. It's really well done, but I... Look at her expression. She looks... I don't know. I can't think of the word. I don't want to say dead, but like, you know, that sort of... Like emotionless expression. That's sort of like... Lost, I guess. I don't know. You used to be very nice to me. Then you became very mean. I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry. I promised you. I wanted to give you a happy future. You and your brothers should have been the perfect life forms. You would have redefined Originium arts, freed yourselves from the shackles of talent, the plague of oropathy. Yes, you. No, we should have conquered fate yourself. Yeah, you're not sorry for what you've done, you're just sorry that it didn't work. Why? Why couldn't I do it? I ruined us both. Why are you crying? Tears falling on the hand. Salty, painful. I have seen you cry before. That day. No, I don't want to remember. I don't want you in my memories. It's painful to forget, but even more painful to remember you. Don't forget. Remember me. Please remember me. Remember the criminal. Filled with guilt. Filled with pain. No. No. My brothers. Why? 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 My memories are coming back. My head hurts. It's cold. Grab me. Oh, shut up. Grab my neck. Clutch it in your hands. Do you feel the pulsating veins? The blood is warm. You won't be cold anymore. Blood. How could it be warm? It's colder than ice. More suffocating than water. It's you. It's all you. You took my life and my brothers away. You turned me into a monster. A weapon. A destroyer. And kill me. Destroy my body. Destroy my body. Crush my guilty soul for all that you've lost. Kill you. Will all the crimes disappear if I kill you? The lives that people should have lived won't be taken away again? They can be with the ones they loved? I can't lie to you anymore. But at least I deserve it. Time is short. We have company soon. I'll go to them. I won't let anyone stand in the way of what's right. Yeah, I don't think he should die. Not because of anything to do with him, I just think he doesn't deserve it. I think it's an easy way out. He's going to die anyway from sickness, so he should just suffer. There goes the monetization green tick. Doctor, the army men are coming. We need to go deeper. Hurry. Don't leave Rosmontis. Old Loken has locked the door. This building is like a maze. It's got Nasty's handprints all over it. Oh, it's only been 2 hours. Huh, surprising. We've been at it for a while now. But we still have no clue where they are. I'm concerned about the kitten, but I doubt an old, sickly scientist like Loken could do anything to her. He wants to incite Rosmontis' anger, then have Rosmontis kill him. That's his gift. Huh? Did he finally go off the deep end? Now, they say being in prison too long makes you go crazy. But, well, I'm not sure I should say it, but the kitten has a reason to be angry after Loken did all that to her, doesn't she? I was angry when I saw Iffy's experiment logs. Angry enough that I wanted to flood those ruins 6 feet deep. Loken would be getting what he deserved, just assuming, that Rosmontis really had vengeance on her mind. I'm not sure I'm really in a position to stop her. I just don't want Loken to get what he wants, yeah. I want to find her. I want to be with my I want to be with my family. Then we better hurry. Ugh. That was close. We almost got roasted together. Oh. Cybermen. Army power armors. Get inside. Doctor, we have to... Over here. Am I starting to hear things? Why do I feel like I just heard Iffy's voice? Come with me. Huh? What's wrong with you? Step on it. You're FNG or something? You're the FNG? It's sounding more like... Target, 3 o'clock. Huh? So that's how it works. It's so complicated. I'd rather use my fire. Ifrit? The power armor convulses a few times before you. Then a fiery red girl leaps out in a shower of sparks. I was kind of hoping that they will show like the power armor open with just a small Ifrit inside. Well, to be fair, she actually isn't that small. Isn't she the same size? Isn't she the same height as me or something? Anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot. Doctor, Moo, you're both here. You can drive a mech? It's a piece of cake for a genius like me. Okay. Yes, dogs. Alright, well, Saria modified it. So, she's the genius. Ask her the details. She's close. Saria's here too. If only she would let me do stuff myself, but why don't you look happy, Mumu? 159. Oh, I thought she was 174. Who am I thinking that's 174? 172. I must have been thinking of someone else. It was on someone's profile that I read. Maybe it was Tolopsis or Saria or something then. There was someone I looked and it was like, huh? Saria, there we go. Okay, so it was Saria. Hello, Azur. It's not that. Wait. That's the way Rosmontis went. The power armor went there. Yeah, Hoshiguma is tall. She's definitely a lot taller than I am. I'm fairly certain she's like 6 foot or something. Go, go, go. Hostile it's a young girl. Sensors indicate the presence of an elderly male further in. Should we wait. Swords. Possibly her brothers. Giant floating weapons. High threat target identified. Attack. You're a soldier. Cold outer shell. No warmth. No emotion. Are you fighting bad people? Do you stand with the people who have been hurt? Possible unidentified high threats test subject. Requesting permission to engage. And dead. Gah. No, you don't have your own will. You don't think about right and wrong before you act, do you? Then, you're just a puppet on strings. Go away, or I'll destroy you too. Oh shit! I forgot I hadn't done it yet. I thought it was the ending cutscene.
Everyone, there's no need for you all to stand so far from me.
君たちのために地獄の一等地に部屋を用意しておいたから安心して行ってらっしゃい。
Oh, I should have had another 2-block operator. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for now.
It's my duty to stand here.
At your service. Speeding up!
The fucking Jedi are here. What? Arc frontliner. Attack steal arts damage. Lose HP proportional to distance moved when shifted.
Your orders, please. You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
At your service.
This gavel of justice is weighty. Spero che siate pronti.
Aha!
Hellfire!
Damn it, she's already moving. He's already moving.
Get in the line of death!
Okay, I need to be careful now.
Could you ever imagine friends turning against each other and homeland fading into nothing?
I'm just gonna do this. It's probably not gonna be useful. Okay, now I need to be careful. What the fuck are you?
Fear not! Here I come!
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna last long. Shit, they're all gonna go badly. Fuck, I don't... Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Yeah. I'm out of my depth here. Okay, let's see.
Let's get out of here first. Here, this way. Hurry.
Alright, 2 new enemies and they aren't particularly good. So let's have a look at them. I'm still not sure what does it mean when shifted? That's the only thing I don't quite understand what it means. Attacks in 4 directions while moving, dealing arts damage, increased damage to nearby targets. Push pull. Oh, okay. Right. Continuously tries to push nearby planetary debris. Okay, I need to rethink this. That Ifrit lane wasn't exactly the best. Oh, planetary debris are the balls. Okay. I can't put them up here, though. The lane going downwards doesn't really work there. Sure, at bottom lane would be great. Bottom lane. What, the green? On the ground or on the green tile? I'm assuming ground pushing up, but I don't know. Or maybe just pushing on the green, pushing to the left, maybe. Bottom right of ground. Oh! The tile that you can put on that they don't walk on. The empty box. If we're on the top green. Oh! Right, that works there. So if we're up there, I didn't realize that was I was focusing so much on where they start, and I was thinking, oh no, you can't put her there. I just had Hoshiguma defending the top left and almost lost to that stupid robot too, but gladly nuked. Yeah, I don't like that thing. All right, let's try this again. But I will port. Sure. Why is she still so low leveled?
延续路线也是训练的一部分吗？
Okay.
准备就绪。
Oh, do I want to do auto push or do I want to do manual push? I'll do auto. I'm assuming they're not particularly heavy.
准备
They
就绪。
look like medium-sized units. You have Shaw in Chinese? Yeah, because she's from Lungman. Text Alter. Text Alter would be quite good, but to be fair, Text Alter is good against pretty much anything. I'll probably try without first, and then I'll drop in a Text Alter if I need to. Penance S2. Oh, I should have thought about that. Okay, let me just do this again.
我来了，大家快做准备。
It's my duty to stand here.
At your service. Attack!
You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
Okay, and that's where they are. So I am going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Hellfire. Locked and loaded.
And then...
走开，走开！
Well, that's actually a decent amount of damage. Okay, it's not a lot though, and...
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys. Shriek all you want.
Could you ever imagine friends turning against each other and homeland fading into nothing but memories?
I'll charge the weak spots. Relax. It'll be over in an instant. Does it hurt? I bet it does!
I wonder if this will do much there.
Fighting for more than
Oh, that thing is nasty. I don't like it.
At your service.
Your orders. Would you ever imagine friends turning against each other and homeland?
Can crimes be punished through methods outside
Okay, skill
the
free
law?
sort of does it as well. Oh right, I forgot that Gabriel's S2 pulls as well. I feel sorry for Ifrit though, because she keeps using the skill when the enemy's been pushed to the side beforehand.
Keep screaming!
Penance is unhealable, so putting Perfect next to her is useless. It's not really. I didn't really put her next to her for the sake of. I didn't do it for the sake of proximity. I just did it for the global healing. It didn't matter where I put Perfumer, to be honest. I could have put her up there as well, to be fair. But I wanted to get Golden Glow.
I'll charge the weak spots. Who's next?
Oh, there's two of them now. Nice. Just 4 more. Also, if she goes down, that will allow him to replace without worrying about healer. Yeah.
I'm ready.
根据消防守则，你这是违禁行为。
I kind of want to do something funny. I'm going to do something funny.
Forwards. Your orders.
There we go. I'm going to do something funny.
Solid positioning.
Does it hurt?
I bet it does!
Golden Glow S2 would have been pretty good there, not gonna lie. Cut the potato open and put it into the water piece by piece. Skulls are much harder to cut. Oh god, who is this? Tear. The softest tissues in the human body are like cotton candy, easily scattered by a gloved hand. Crush. Flowers are crushed in the trembling palm. The juices sticking to the skin, dripping onto the leather shoes. Scream. The instruments sever the nerve so quickly that it can take a life without its owner noticing, just like the use of anesthetics. Cry. My dead brothers cry on the operating table. Why were they the ones who had to be killed? Why was I the one who was made to live? No, no. They are not dead yet. They are behind me, hammering and crying. There was never a garden. There was only a cruel imprisonment and cutting, the cage that treated our lives like toys. They want to destroy the cage, as do I. I am fine with her annihilating another laboratory. The lab walls are being torn apart. They're made of advanced reinforced materials. How are they sliced apart like potatoes? This is what I was most afraid of. The ground is being peeled like an apple. We'll be crushed into a pulp. Someone needs to stop her. Amia could calm Rismontis down, but she's not here. I'll try. You don't mean you're going by yourself, do you? Did you see how she shredded that power armor like paper? You're just a regular human. You are human, right? I agree with you, Karma, but you in said lab. I mean, true, I suppose. True blue flesh and blood. I'll go. Ifrit? This is no time for jokes, Iffy. The Diablo within you, well, your power is plenty dangerous too. Don't tell me you're mean too. Oh, don't tell me you mean to. No. I won't use its power. I'll do it myself. That's a promise between me and Rosmontis. Requesting support. The communicator, it's crushed. What the heck are... Don't. What? I know what you want to say. Don't say it. He's my friend. My good friend. We're more than friends. We work together and fight together. Rosmontis. I'll destroy everything that's not right. A lab like this. It should never have existed. I get it. Damned lab coats, damned labs. All those damned things that torment us should have been burned to ashes long time ago. Of course we have the right to be angry, to yell, to destroy it all. But we don't have to do it. Why? Are you going to stand in the way of what's right? You're tough, but it'll take more than that to stop me. I won't let you become like Daya. Rosmontis, we promised to see the city together, and go back to Rhode Island together. You didn't have to remind me of Daya. I don't want to admit it, but you've always been better than I am. You're an elite operator, and you've done so many amazing things. Imagine not reading the manga and not knowing Daya. See, that would have... I can't even imagine that now. I can't imagine reading that and going, oh, I wonder who Daria is. Like, that so much there would have been lost on me. Think of Amia. Think of Blaze, the big cat. Think of the doctor. They have soft palms. Their clothes smell clean. And they hug like warm blankets. Blankets? There are people who love us. Life isn't fair. But after all the scum we had to put up with, we still ended up meeting some really good people. Silence's stories always have a happy ending. I know she made up a bunch of them. Saya is always strict about my homework, but she helps me up when I fall down. Don't destroy these memories. You can stop now, Rosmontis. Stop? Vibrations weaken. Ifrit grabs Rosmontis' hand. Yes, Ifrit, you remember me. No way you could forget. You didn't find out I ate those cookies, you idiot. Yes, I think you're right. It wasn't the doctor who ate the cookies. I should correct the terminal entry. Ifrit, you blamed me? You look like you're hurting. Why are you laughing? I want to laugh. You didn't lose control, right? Even the doctor was worried about it. But you just wanted to do what you wanted to do in your own way. Yeah. It's okay. Saria's worried that I'll lose control too. It's not a lack of trust. They just worry too much. As for the bad guys, the power they planted in us, the scars they left behind, None of that can control us. We're the only ones who can. We can turn the tables and laugh in their faces. Like this? Yes, lift the corners of your mouth. Find that Loken and tell him he's nothing to you. Loken. All right, I'll find him. I know what to say now. Yes, tell him he is nothing. Things have calmed down. Ifrit did it. She calmed Rosmontis down. Talk about a close one. Rosmontis' arts left cracks in the walls around you. The walls of the maze have been destroyed, revealing a hallway deeper into the building. What is that room for, Muesli? Huh? What, the vivarium? Is this a vivarium? Why is there a vivarium in Hammer? Kristen remembered. And in the deepest reaches, I like how my realization was timed perfectly to the stopping of the music, but sarcophagus? You are sure you saw the sarcophagus? No, the sarcophagus is still buried somewhere in Chernobog. What is it? What's this one? Another one? I guess it makes sense. Whoever made the original sarcophagus would have left behind more, surely. But It is unmistakable. It is the starting point of all the memories you have. Even the dizziness is exactly the same. Loken is helping Kristen study the sarcophagus? Why does Kristen need a sarcophagus for? Does she want to destroy herself? She'll turn into a strange white-furred... Oh, that's referring to, Mephisto. Does she want to destroy herself? Muesli? Muesli does not answer. You reach out and touch nothing. There is only a small splash, the reflection of bubbles. The real Muesli stands at the heart of the vivarium. You're leaving us? Doctor, I promised to take you and Rosmontis to see Loken. Our cooperation is over, now that its goal is complete. You can't go any further. We say goodbye here. You planned this from the beginning. That's how you got the address. No. I lied again. I really am evil, aren't I? Gosh. That hard head's nasty. I told her I made my choice, when I really hadn't. I only just now made it, the moment I saw this vivarium. I'm sorry. I came only to confirm one thing. Yes, this is where my dreams are. The vivarium and the future it carries. This is my dream. Muesli is really just doing the I will go to the one place that has not been corrupted by Originium. Space! It's the answer for me and my people. There, an arc. Kristen promised to take it with her. She didn't lie to me. She just didn't tell me. Maybe she got tired of my cloaks and daggers. And how a part of me never seems to be there. Maybe she never stopped believing in the trust between us. She really did it. So I should keep my promise. Tell Saria, I'm sorry. The water pushes you away. It's soft, but irresistible. You return to the outer hallway, the lab doors closing before you. The water disappears, leaving no trace behind. Your hand is empty again, but this is no longer just an intermission in the middle of a dance. It's time. Can I go now? The deal is done. You can leave at any time. You promised me. You'll find it on your terminal. Is this the entirety of Loken's research? No, there's another address. A blurred one. It looks familiar. You've really done a lot under Maylander's nose. I'm starting to actually respect you. What a shame. And what's that? You won't see that sky that you should have gotten you to see. There we go. The stars. My people have played with them long enough. I've given you all the information I should. Do you really think those twisted spots of light are worth looking at? No, not the sky we see today. Its true aspect in the future. Enough. I know about your great plans, but that future doesn't belong to me. As long as your data is legit, I'll be able to fulfill my ancestor's dream and recover my true power. The power that you desire could not even overcome time. You understand it could be machines that fly the skies of the future, or other evolving life forms. But not a shadow from 10,000 years ago. Wait, isn't 10,000 years the previous civilization? Or was that 100,000? That might have been 100,000. No, I could have sworn 10,000 was the previous civilization. Oh, I can't remember now. I'm trying to think of what the timeline said on the wiki. Anyway. Are you mocking me? Mocking my blood, my memory, my destiny? You... Sacrificing your entire race just to return to the past. Is it really worth it? Whatever. I've got what I wanted. Let's say goodbye in peace. For those wondering if it wasn't said before, Mimi's race has a large vulnerability to originium, so her not wanting to be near it is huge. Yeah, she mentioned it earlier in the previous stage, I think it was. So when I saw the vivarium there on the hammer, I realised, oh, she's going to space. Hole jumps out of the monitoring platform. She does not turn around to look at Kristen. She does not want Kristen to see the look on her face. You. We meet again. They're silent for a moment. Past and future pass by each other without making contact. "5 minutes. Countdown? Or was that 5 minutes earlier? I can't get the door open. Here. Huh? It's the weapon you lent me. Not lent, gave. It's yours. You need practice. Practice? You're free. Once you go from here, the agents and soldiers are too busy to bother. They found Hammer and achieved their goal. They won't bother you anymore. One to Tremont. There, you'll still be researcher Silence. You want to go in the most dangerous direction, don't you? You could put your life in danger. You may never be able to escape Maylander's gaze ever again. It'll be a struggle of a lifetime. You may lose some things forever. Freedom, the life you know, the trust of your family and friends, the right to live under the sun, and yourself. Are you sure you want a life like that? I don't know. I haven't seen the problem resolved with my own eyes. I don't want to give up halfway. You're a talented scholar, a good doctor. Have you made up your mind to become a warrior? Maybe I'll never be a warrior, but I'll grasp the weapon you gave me tight if necessary. Very well, child. Go forth with my blessing. Thank you, Director Jara. By the way, Control. Kristen could be just ahead. Don't you want to see her? Do I? Of course I do. But I doubt I can catch her. Jara gazes at the laboratory. Then she turns her gaze toward the sky. You got it yet? Not yet. Keep going. The core of Hammer should be in here. Why do I get the feeling the entire room, they are literally in Hammer right now? And Kristen. She couldn't have escaped right under our noses. Well, she has done for like ages. Three minutes. Ifrit? Saria, did you find a way in? Not yet. This place is weird. Even after Osmontis crushed most of the outer wall like a cookie, it's not revealing any of the stuff inside. It's not a complete building. What? You're right, Ifrit. It's not a lab. This is... it. Did she install her parents' propulsion device on? How could it be? No. How did I not think of it until now? Saria, where are you going? If I break the wall... She must have expected me. It's pointless. Then, what has a point? You can't change anything. Would it be too late? No. I have to. Have to what? Saria. Silence? You need to get out of here. It could be... No. No conversation this time. Just no. We're done. I'm going to keep going. Saria, I didn't come here to listen to you talk like that. This is awesome as well. I know how far a scientist would go for her dream. I know that feeling of rapture, which is why I know the strength it takes to fight it with morality. You've been seeking a balance between science and order. You do well, perhaps too well. Your order is falling apart. But if you're willing to let balance go, perhaps you'll find your roots amidst the chaos. Find my roots? I believe you can. We have all things to do. Let's part here. Can I tell you now, Saria? Oh, I can tell you now, Saria. How much I looked up to you. Well, she is taller. How much I wanted to walk by your side. 1 minute. Well, there goes a rare friend. How do you plan on making it up to me, Kristen? 30 seconds. Narcissa, you've returned. Are you ready to pronounce judgment? Yes, I want to kill you. Not for revenge. I hate you, but Amir and the Doctor both say that revenge won't bring back the ones I love. Not for destruction. You want to see me destroy you. You want to use me to destroy you. I won't. I'm not your weapon. You're just a criminal. You're nothing to me. I'll do what the law and prison could not do. I hereby sentence you to death. Good. Good. How does that song go again? Hypergriff, be serious. Hypergriff, please. We're in the middle of a serious cutscene. You can't just throw on a song that's been practically memed out of existence at this point. Is there even a West Virginia in Arknights? Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia. Yeah, whatever, I can't remember what it was. Mountain Mama. There we go. Soon. Very soon. Severe tremors shake the earth. Like something very strong and resilient is about to break out. West Tremontis. You gaze at the rising inner corridor and see a figure through the windows. Karma cover of Take Me Home when? Never. Kristen. A name that has been on many lips these days. Oh well. Lunatic, genius, foe, friend. Fee fi fo fum. Or perhaps a dreamer who does not belong to this time. You see her with your own eyes for the first time. She continues to look up at the sky, as though the blank emptiness is the only thing she should care about. What's going on? A familiar silhouette appears. What? Okay, I forgot that you're at. You were okay. This shouldn't actually be too much of a surprise. You were in this event. For a moment I forgot that you were at the beginning of the event. I was about to flip. I was about to flip like I do every other time you've appeared in an event out of random. But no, you were actually here to begin with. To be fair. Monster. Time for the dialogue to get longer. It's already been long, man. It unfolds in an instant, grabbing your shoulders lightly with sharp claws, the massive figure covering you fully. You react like the ex-wife found out you took the kids into a casino with you. I mean, to be fair, what we did isn't exactly any less risky. Then, an even more massive shadow rises behind Monster. Monster's monster. Hammer. Now you can see that the mysterious ring corridor and Muesli's vivarium are both part of Hammer. It is a ring station. Maylander and the military fought over it, then made peace over it. But no one could have predicted that it would reveal itself in this way. The bright flames of the thrusters feel blinding. The blast throws you off your feet. If not for Countset and Monster, you would have been cast into the winds like those around you, and the broken remains of the lab. I thought we were going to be on the station. Countset, hang on, Doctor. I saw the sarcophagus. We were so close to the truth. I know. The figure in the air casts her gaze at you. No, not at you. The dark monster that is protecting you. Kristen moves her lips, seemingly inquiringly. You hear Countset repeat her answer to you. I know.
Huh. Why don't we torch all the trash into kindling? It'll be nice and warm.
God damn it. Okay, I'm not going to do the dumb thing this time. This time I will play the tutorial. You rogue. Okay, so this is the ball thing, I'm assuming. Couldn't monster fire its laser at it? Yeah, but I'm under the impression we don't want it to fail. Okay, let's go into this. Time to play with balls. Okay, good. I'm an expert at this. What is this thing? Hey, hey. Stop fooling around. The enemy is near the objective. What do we do? Don't worry. I think I have a grasp of the structure here. Those rocks are called planetary debris. You can use it to take advantage. Planetary debris only moves along a set trajectory. Gravity causes it to remain at the bottom of that trajectory. Then, when stationary, the massive planetary debris will block enemies' path. So all we need to do is move it. Change the direction of the gravity on it. Time to play with ball. Oh, good. I'm good at this. Yeah, you know, like balls of yarn. You know, nya. Ooh, that was a nice sound. It's super effective. Okay, Pokemon. Right, planetary debris deals heavy physical damage to enemies in its path. This is basically Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark, while also pushing them. Be careful, however, as planetary debris also deal damage to our own operator's path. Whee! That was fun. Good work, Kobe. I say Kobe, I can't remember how it's pronounced. Stand adjacent to the planetary debris to attack and charge it up. After a certain number of hits, planetary debris will be pushed in the operator's direction. Okay. Takes time, but if you have an operator specialized in pushing, they've got backup. They're trying to change the direction of the gravity. I'm here in destruction to Roman. Good timing, Shaw. Push that planetary debris to the right. Yes, ma'am. KOB, there we go, thank you.
根据消防守则，你这是违禁行为。
Good work. With sufficient force, you can move planetary debris directly. That path is now completely blocked, regardless of which way gravity is pulling. Gravity system here is interesting. We should investigate further and make better use of it. The battlefield is on our side now. Eliminate the remaining enemies.
I'll show them what I can do.
Should I... Oh, I can't get rid of him. Oh, that's fine, no. Ooh. Oh, it didn't. It's not doing it. Okay, I thought it was going to do it. There it is.
There is no head. I'll show them what I can do.
Oh, no, it's not. Ooh, don't.
Sure, you're a good spot.
Damn it.
I'm listening.
I messed that up. I messed that up very badly. I messed that up very badly. Okay, at least something saved me there.
Yeah,
I was trying to bully and it backfired on me. Oh well. Okay, now that's it. I'll take that. And I'll take that. Oh, we have to do... Ah, fuck's sake. That's fine. I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow, if not Saturday anyway. Four stages left plus... Is that 2 story nodes? Can't quite read because of the emoji thing in the way. The buttons are pressed when an operator is placed on them. What type of ops can do that quickly? Pretty much any sort of fast redeploy. So I've got quite a few fast redeploys that I can use. Okay, what time is it? 3 hours, okay. Yeah, I'll say that's it for now, and I will probably pick up again tomorrow. So I'll make up for it by streaming again tomorrow. I think, yeah, 4 stages, 2 story nodes. That's probably 2 streams, I think. Especially if I do a Saturday stream that's a little bit longer. 7, 8 next stream. 9, 10 plus 2 story nodes. Yeah. That sounds about right. Because as what often happens, my last stream of a story often does big things. Off screen you should focus on the investigations. Yeah. I have been doing it, I just got held up on one because I got confused by it because I didn't read it properly. How do you like it so far? From here on, it's all fun. I'm honestly really liking the story. I like the game, I like the mechanics, but I'm really liking the story. Farm the event currency? Yep. I've sort of been doing okay-ish. Now that I've got her, I should probably get the tokens as well, especially, and I definitely should get some of the higher materials. I usually farm currency for these events anyway, so it's not too bad. But honestly, I really like this so much. I want to know more about the sarcophagus. I want to know what the hell it's doing here, or what the hell a version of it is doing here. I definitely want to see more of the actual spaceship itself. I hope we get to actually see the spaceship. I hope we get to see what it's like inside and all that. I know we got pushed off, so I'm assuming we won't actually be on it ourselves, but still, I think it'll be quite interesting. If you don't have sanity pots, use them... Oh, if you have sanity pots, use them when farming stages 8, 9, or 10, depending on when you need most. Yeah. Man, I can't wait till you reach that part in a certain place. Oh god, okay. Isn't that basically just all of my Arknight streams? You know, it's like, oh, I can't wait for you to reach this part of this place at this time. Like, thanks. But yeah, I'm really liking this event so far. I really like the story. It's right up my alley as well with the sci-fi, like hard science fiction sort of thing. And Saria, Silence, Mumu, Kristen, and Hall are up in the ship. Oh, right, yeah, of course. Oh. How's Saria going to get back down, though? And Silence? Surely they ain't staying in space. They just Halo jump off, like the theme in the background and everything. But anyway, yeah, so for now though, I'll leave it here. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to playing the rest of it. I most likely will be continuing tomorrow, and then the day after, of course. Saturday is a given anyway, regardless of whether or not I stream tomorrow. And I hope that I'll be able to do it in 2 streams. So by next week, I will probably be given a bit of a break from Arknights. I'll probably not stream it as much. I'll stream some other things, some story stuff. And then the week after that, I'll continue Chapter 11 and so on and so forth. Just, you know, same old sort of thing. But that's the general long-term plan. For now, though, after CW10, there's 2 cutscenes. Yes. Have you considered doing the stage on your own and just reading the story? I sort of have considered it, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm personally not overly fond of doing that. I'll probably do it if I'm struggling, but at the moment I still feel confident in the timing. Because if I can do it at this rate, I still have pretty much a whole week once I've finished. And especially things like, for example, the boss stage. I'm gonna want to stream that one. Because I know there's things going on in it that people want to see me react to. You certainly shouldn't do CW10 off stream. Yeah, exactly. But I also like playing it because I know I'm not really a gameplay first channel when it comes to Arknights content, but I do like doing it. I do like learning from it, and I do like discussing it with chat and all that as well. So yeah, that's sort of the idea. But anyway, I'll leave it here for now. I've got some things to do afterwards. Dark Scuffma, yes. Until next time though, I shall see you all later. Bye bye.